Hi guys, hope you're well. In today's video we're going to talk about overcoming camera shyness. Showing your face in your content through your stories, in reels or any type of video content is going to be such a game changer for your Instagram account, but not only, for your business entirely as well. Especially as a service-based entrepreneur. Because people like people, it's much easier to connect with a face, with a real human, than it is with a logo or some text. I'm not saying that you can't grow a business without showing your face, but I am saying that it is going to be 10 times easier and faster for you. Now, I completely hear you. I know it's not easy. I completely understand you because I was in the same boat as you are right now. I used to feel so sick just the thought of showing up on camera, filming videos, etc. Not even a year ago. Actually, let me tell you a little story. When I was studying for my master's degree in marketing, I had to do an assignment where we had to film ourselves in front of the whole class, and then we would watch the entire video again in front of the whole class, criticizing ourselves. Like, this is mental. But I just couldn't do it. I just walked out and had a panic attack in the hallway. And I ended up not doing the assignment because I just physically couldn't. And that's the same with photos. I hated being in front of a camera, whether it was videos or photos, so I completely get you. So all that to say that yes, I do understand you because I felt exactly how you feel right now, but also to give you hope because now showing up on camera, it just feels like second nature. I don't think twice and it feels very natural. So if you're in the same boat as I was a year ago, so know that it's completely possible to finally feel comfortable in front of a camera. Now, I just want to give a little disclaimer. I'm not a psychologist and can't help you with any past trauma or anything with a deeper meaning linked to your fear. If you feel like this might be the case, I really encourage you to speak to a professional. Okay, so now what can we do to overcome this fear of camera shyness? I'm going to walk you through some practical exercises that you can do to make you feel better. The first one is practice, practice, practice. Like everything else in life, you have to practice to get better. So here's what you're going to do. I want you to take your phone and film yourself, so really showing up on camera, so talking to your phone every single day. So you're going to take your phone and say something like what you had for breakfast, what's the weather like, and how's your days going. And you're just going to save it in your camera and not post it. You don't do anything with it, but I do want you to save it in your phone. So why is that? Well, first of all, the fact that you save it in your phone is going to help you to get past that fear of like, okay, one day you might have to post it. Plus, it will help you to see yourself on video. It will be saved in your camera roll. You can even try to watch yourself every so often. But it will also help you to not feel uncomfortable talking to your phone because this video is not going anywhere. It's just for you. And you want to do this every day of the week for several weeks. By the end of the month, you should already feel so much more comfortable. Talking to the camera should feel so much more natural because I know how it feels to take this phone and to really feel awkward talking to yourself. It's also a great way to make it more natural because I know some of you feel like when they hear themselves, speaking to the camera, it doesn't sound like them, they're not really themselves, etc. If you do this and you practice every single day, you will see that by the end of the month, you will be much more natural. The second point is have a good setup. So I know sometimes it can be hard to see ourselves. You might not be used to it. You might struggle with self-confidence. So I'm going to give you my best tips when it comes to having a good setup to make your videos much better and to really boost your confidence. So the first one is lighting. Lighting is everything when it comes to video content. A good lighting can really make the whole difference. So what you want to do is facing a window. So you might not be able to do this. So what you can do is buy one of those ring lights that we see everywhere. They're fairly cheap and they really do the trick. The second point is distance. I see way too many videos where people are just too close to the camera or to their phone and it just doesn't look very attractive or natural and it's just not optimal. So you want to keep your distance with your phone or your camera, and I recommend that you use one of those tripods. So again, you can buy one of those ring lights because they do tripod at the same time and it will be easier to keep your distance with your camera. Okay, another little trick to make your videos much better is to clean your lens. So if you have a phone and that you're going to do like on selfie mode, you want to clean the front camera because I see way too many blurry videos and it's simply because you don't clean your lens. Okay, the other point is don't hesitate to use filters. So it can really give you that little boost and confidence at first. Now, I don't recommend that you use them all the time. It's fine if you want to use them at first to give you that kind of boost and confidence, but don't get used to them because it can really bring insecurities and this is not the purpose. Then the last tip when it comes to having a proper setup is using the hands-free feature. So when you're on your Instagram stories, there's a hands-free feature. I recommend that if you film in your Instagram stories, for example, to use it, because it will be so much more natural to speak with your hands like I'm doing right now than it is when you're just holding a phone. You will be much more yourself. Okay, the next tip is block your friends and family. Yeah, you heard me right. Having a stranger watching your videos is probably fine, but the thought of having your friends or family watching you and feeling judged, which I'm sure they don't, but you feel that way, is going to block you more than it should. I know that it did for me, so what I did is I blocked all my family and friends. It's nothing against them, and if they love you, they will totally understand that. They will make you feel more at ease, especially if you think that might be an issue. Okay, the fourth point is plan what you want to say. You have to write down what you want to say, because it will be much easier to show up than just coming and not being sure what you're going to say or what to start with, etc. So I used to write my stories and then film them one by one. So one message or one little paragraph equal one story. You write your entire script and then you show up on camera, you memorize one paragraph, say it, save the video, and repeat this. It will make you feel more comfortable at first to have a script, especially for Instagram stories. It might not be natural, but trust me, it does help. Okay, now you should be all set up. You know how to take better videos, you've trained yourself, your families and friends are blocked, so you don't feel judged. Now what? Well, now you should feel a bit more ready. So if you're ready, go for it. Start publishing videos on Instagram, whether it's for stories, reels, etc. But you might not be ready just yet. So one thing that I recommend is really to take it step by step. The first thing that I thought was working really well is just to take a picture of yourself at first. So I know it's not videos, but it's already putting yourself out there. So taking a picture, like a selfie, and publishing it in your stories and add text to it. At least it's you showing up with your face and not just with text. Then obviously I recommend you to start with stories, because stories are disappearing after 24 hours, so you don't feel like it's on the internet and everyone can see it at any time. Plus there's less people watching your stories than there is people watching your content, so you might feel a bit more at ease to do this at first. You want to train with that, starting with stories, and progressively increase it. So maybe at some point you feel ready to start sharing reels, and even one day having your own YouTube channel. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed and hope you're feeling already more comfortable showing up on camera.